Hey guys, so this is the last part of my Japan haul series. As you might know, I already made 2 videos, but I decided to split them because it was getting way too long as a video. So in today's video, I'll talk about hair care products and also Pokemon items that I got, Sailor Moon, and a few random items that I got here and there. So let's get started. Here is a brand that I really wanted to try. I remember seeing it first online of someone mentioning that this hairline really worked well on fine low porosity hair, which I have, and so I really wanted to give it a go because I did try the honey line and unfortunately it didn't work on my hair. It was way too heavy. If I kind of made the conditioner work, the hair oils never worked, and so I did try another Japanese brand, the omamori one, the peach one. I have the hair oil and hairspray and works divinely on my hair, but I really want to find a shampoo and conditioner that would work, and so that's how I came across this line. So YOLO pretty much markets itself as a brand for people that wash their hair in the evening, so before going to bed, which is me. And so I prepared a small description because that's what I found online. Let me read it to you because honestly I don't remember exactly what I wanted to say. So pretty much it's designed to repair and deeply moisturize your hair while you sleep. So this line is made especially for dry, frizzy hair, and it focuses on deep moisture and smoothness by the morning. So if you struggle with dryness or wake up with tangled hair, this night routine could be a great addition to your hair care lineup. So in my case, as I said, I wash most of the time my hair in the evening, and that's true that sometimes when I wake up my hair feels a bit rough, and so that's why I wanted to give this line a try. And so YOLO has a relaxed line and also a deep moisture one, something like that. And so I got the calm one, and an amazing thing about Japan is that they have smaller samples where you can try the hair care products, which is honestly amazing if you're traveling there because those bottles are huge, they're heavy, they take up a lot of space in your luggage but also put a lot of weight in your luggage. And there is nothing worse than buying a product, coming back home and realizing that it doesn't work on your hair, and then you're stuck with huge bottles, you don't know what to do with them, and you start thinking that you could have bought and brought something else back home. So yeah, I knew that it's true, I did want to try new hair care products, but I didn't want to just bring bottles without trying them first. So honestly, if you go to Don Quixote or any other store, try to check out if they have the samples, because honestly it's such a lifesaver when it comes to buying hair care products, because let's not forget that Japanese hair is different from some of our European hair. For example, as I said, I have fine low porosity hair and their hair is usually a bit thicker, so be mindful of that when you buy hair care products, that not everything might work on your own hair. So check out the samples and then pick what you like. And in my case, I tried the relaxed line and the calm line, and if with the relaxed line my hair was soft, with the calm line it was even better. So that's why I got the shampoo and the treatment. And then also from YOLO I got this hair mist because I love hair mist. If you have fine low porosity hair, you know that hair mists are usually our best friends when it comes to hair treatment. And then I got this mellow night repair hair milk. So again, hair milk usually work a bit better than thicker products, so I'm really excited to try these 2 products as well. And lastly, I got the famous Orbis Essence hair milk. So we did buy a bottle on our first day, non-tax free, to not put in a seal bag and immediately try it out. and we absolutely loved it. It worked so well on our hair, but I think my sister maybe bought one bottle or two, and I decided to get the bottle as well. And then I also got this kind of like sort of brush for flyaway hair. I got the Omamori one. That's the hairline that I was talking about that really worked well on my fine low porosity hair. So I decided to give this product a try, and I also got a honey one. I believe my sister showed in her shopping vlog, shopping video, so there is not really a point of showing it again. But yeah, so I got the Omamori one, and I'm really excited to try it out. And then another product that I got is this dry shampoo sheet. I tried dry shampoos in the past, never worked. It made my scalp even worse and so painful. I think that it's a problem that low porosity girls have, and low porosity like hair people, is that if our scalp gets a bit greasy, we immediately have this like tight sensation in our scalp where we always say our hair is hurting. So I did try dry shampoos, made it even worse. And so when I saw the dry shampoo sheets, I got really intrigued. So I'll try them out and let you know if it works or not. And here's the honey kind of like flyaway stick for the hair, but I found because I thought I left it in my sister's room, but no. So I got the pink one. Honestly, you have different ones. I don't know the difference, but I'll try to check it out and let you know. But yeah, I'm really excited to try out these products because when it gets humid, my hair sometimes does get a bit frizzy, so I'm hoping that maybe this will help keep it in place. Moving on to some makeup that I didn't show in my first video, I bought two heroin mascara. This one I think is the most famous one, in black, and this one I bought it in dark brown. So I'm really excited to try them because I think only my sister tried this mascara, so it will be a first one for me. And yeah, I'm really excited to try them out. And then from this same brand, I also got a loose powder, which is supposed to control sebum and oil and also make it that your pores look smaller, so can have this smoother finish. I already have a powder, not from the same brand, but I thought that I could buy a backup just in case, so I'll try it out. Honestly, when I got it, I didn't notice that it was loose powder, so I don't know if I'll like it or not because I usually don't really like loose powders, but I'll still give it a try and let you know. And then the last two items that I got, first is this mascara remover because okay, usually the hair oil and the face wash do the job. If you do double cleansing, it's fine, but I feel like sometimes depending on my makeup and on the day, the mascara doesn't wash off that well, so I thought I needed to try this product because they are quite popular in Japan. That's also the Hairine brand. And then finally I got this makeup mist because I don't have any makeup mist, and I thought why not give this one a try. This one is also actually quite popular in Japan, from what I remember. So yeah, I'll let you know. I think I'll try it more closer to summer because that's when my makeup have tendencies to move, so I'll see. And now moving on to Sailor Moon. So I was a huge fan as a kid. I love Sailor Moon. Sailor Jupiter is my favorite one. And so I was super excited to go in that store, but apparently you cannot record, which is why I didn't really know what to expect from it. And so when we got there, it was a bit disappointing, to say the least. The items, some key charms and like bracelets and stuff looked honestly so cheap. And I was looking and I was like, I don't even know what to pick because it just looks like I could find something similar for way cheaper on, I don't know, AliExpress or something. But then I saw this bookmark and I do read a lot, so I thought it was really cute, and that was the most solid looking item in the store. And then I also got a hand towel, Sailor Jupiter, because I really wanted something from my favorite sailor, and honestly the towels were so cute, so I was really happy with these items. I don't have the price here, but it wasn't that expensive. These two items were, I do believe this was around 5 to 10 euros, and maybe these two, so it was okay, not too expensive, not like the Ghibli store. And now moving on to Pokemon, we went to the Kyoto Pokemon store. It was the only Pokemon store that we actually did, and so I decided to buy this blind box. It's the Lantern edition. I honestly want to get Jirachi, but we'll see with my luck what I'll get. The box did suffer during the travel. Oh no, I got Pikachu, so it was actually my second choice. So I got Pikachu. Oh, I'm actually really happy. Honestly, my first choice was Jirachi, and Chandela was my second choice. I love Chandela, and so I got let me show you. I got this one, the Pikachu and Pachirisu. So I'll assemble it and then show the final result later. And then another item that I got is this cute hand towel. Honestly, I don't have that many hand towels, so I wanted to restock them, because when you wear contacts you wash your hands really often, so I was like, why not get cute hand towels? So I got the Pikachu one, and then finally I got this huge Eevee plushie. Like, look how fluffy and big it is. When I saw it, I was immediately charmed. You honestly had so many options for plushies, from smaller sizes, keyrings, to huge sizes, and it was quite funny because you had more adults in the store than kids, but everyone could find their own Pokemon. I do believe that the selection of plushies changes from stores to stores, which is why some people go to multiple Pokemon stores, but I found everything, so I knew that most likely I would find Eevee because it's quite a popular Pokemon. You actually didn't have that many Pikachu options. You had a Pikachu in kind of like Japanese attire with matching stuff, but you didn't have like a lot of Pikachu versions. But a Pokemon I was hoping to see and actually did was Jirachi. Jirachi is one of my favorite Pokemons, and when I got there I saw a bigger version of it. It was the only plushie left, and I wasn't sure if I should get it or not, because the kind of like material of the plush was so basic, and the plush looked so basic as well, but I was a bit unsure. And knowing that I want to get the big Eevee, I was like, do I really need two big plushies? And that's when I came across the smaller version of Jirachi, and so much softer, nicer than the bigger one, but I immediately took it. And so the prices, again, I don't have them, but yeah, usually like Ghibli, Sailor Moon, and Pokemons were quite pricey items since it's like the official store and stuff. But yeah, if you're a huge fan of the show, then I think it's really worth it to get items from there. So this is my Pokemon finds. And now moving on to one of the last categories, which is random items. So I really wanted to get some chopsticks, so I got this set on the, I think it's called Kabashi Street, the famous street with kind of like ceramics and stuff. So I got the rabbit ones because we did go to the Okazaki shrine, the rabbit shrine in Kyoto, and I fell in love with that shrine. It was one of my favorite, and so when I saw this kind of like rabbit chopsticks, I knew that I need to get them, and so one pair will be mine, the other one will be for my sister, and it did cost 3,500. And here's what I got from Nara. So Nara was quite an exceptional trip because not only it was beautiful and just whimsical, straight out of a Ghibli movie, but also I fell into a ditch that was super narrow and deep. Honestly, I don't know how I didn't smash my face, how I didn't smash my skull. The fall was quite nice. Just had a few scratches, I mean quite a lot of scratches on my arm, knee, so many bruises. Honestly, could have been worse, but still was quite painful. I also think I twisted my ankle, but when you have a high pain tolerance, you don't really feel it, and then it got worse by the end of the day. But anyways, it was a majestic trip, and the reason why I fell into the ditch is because I bought the crackers to feed the deer, and they're smart. They immediately noticed that I was buying them. They got super close to me and they pushed me into the ditch to get the cracker. So yeah, be careful. They're mean hungry. Cute but mean hungry. So be careful not only when you feed them, but also where you buy the crackers, because in my case I did know that you shouldn't give the crackers to many kind of like deer. If they're in one spot, you should go for one lunar. But what I didn't expect is that even if they're feet away, but if they see you buy crackers, they'll run to you to get those crackers. So be careful. And so in a way to remember that beautiful majestic trip and trip literally in the ditch, I got this cute keyring with a deer and then this plushie. So all of them were really inexpensive. I think I got it for maybe less than 10 euros. This was just a couple of euros. So yeah, you had many stores at Nara, many restaurants, so it was a really nice place to visit. Moving on to the next item, I got this Torii Gate, the famous one from Inari Shrine in Kyoto. Honestly, I loved the rabbit shrine, but Inari was just out of this world, because obviously you need to hike up because it's on a mountain, kind of like a hill, I would say. But anytime you're walking, if you look left or right, you just see so many smaller shrines there, and it was just so beautiful because anywhere you looked you had Torii gates or a beautiful hidden path, statues and stuff. So I really wanted to remember that trip, and so I got my own Torii gate. And then another thing I got from Inari is this beautiful kitsune. So you had smaller statues and also in white, but when I saw the black one, I absolutely loved it. And a thing to know is that the colors on the statue do matter. For example, the black ones usually protect from evil, so I was like, well, sometimes when I see some people in my life, maybe I do need some protection. So I got this cute little fox. So this was actually 30 euros. I remember I did the conversion, but my sister didn't, and she thought that it was about 10 euros, but no, it's 30 euros. So I was really careful when I put it in my bag to not drop it or anything, but honestly for me it was worth it, because as I said, Inari was such a magical trip and whimsical that I wanted to remember it. And an interesting thing on where I got it, as I said, when you go through Inari you have different stops and shops and gates and paths. And here we went somewhere where you didn't have a lot of people, so honestly the perfect spots to do pictures because no one was working there. And that's exactly how we got lost at Inari, because we went after on a hiking trail following the gates, but we somehow went outside following that trail because it was connected to the hiking Tokyo trail, and we went even through the bamboo forest. So that's the way we found the shop. It was really hidden. I think the lady there was surprised to see us, and yeah, that's why you still had a lot of statue left, because a good thing to know with shrines and temples, especially shrines, is that the smaller statues usually sell out quite quickly. So if you want a specific statue that you saw online or social media, then it's better to go quite early. And in our case, as I said, we kind of went off track, so you still had a lot of them, and I got this one. And the last item that I got from this small shop at the shrine is this tote bag with kitsunes and kind of like 4 seasons. I really liked it, and I love tote bags, and this one was actually quite inexpensive compared to to a statue, so yeah, I'm really happy with it. And so the next 2 items I'm going to show you are the traditional kind of hair ornaments in Japan. So this store, I don't remember where it was. I did pin the location. It was in Kyoto for sure. I'll put the address. But so we got this traditional hairpins, and as you can see, my sister picked the cloud one. So why we went to that store is because the people there, they actually show you how to use the pin, and so we recorded some videos. She showed me how to do it as a half updo and a complete hair updo. My sister has a short bob and she still managed to use the hairpin. So honestly, the hairpins were quite pricey. It was around 30 euros, all of them, all of the different options. But I feel like it's worth the price because I think it's handmade, and also they show you how to use it. So it was honestly a great experience. So that was my sister's pick, and here is the one I picked. I picked the moon one, and I absolutely love it. The colors, everything, it's just so pretty. And when she showed us, it was so easy to use, but I guess I'll need to practice it a lot because it's one thing when you do it on another person, and it's another thing when you do it on yourself. So I'll first practice on my sister, and then I'll try to do it on myself as well. But it's so pretty, and it was so comfortable because I honestly don't really like letting my hair down, especially completely. I usually put some hairpins or something, but this was so comfortable to tie up your hair, and way more comfortable than any hair tie. So I'm excited to use it and learn how to use it. And then I totally forgot about this cute little magnet that I got at Nara with it there holding a cracker. I thought, knowing the situation I was in, it was quite funny to get a magnet like that. So again, it was super cheap. Honestly, all these souvenirs there were quite affordable. So if you in Nara, really check out the stores that they have, because the prices didn't change from one store to another. So if you see something that you like in one store, just get it. And so this I actually got at the Terminal 2 at the airport in Haneda. So it's a sort of kind of box with the Lucky Cat, and inside you have 6 tea bags. So I just thought that it was a cute little last souvenir that we could buy, and my family, we do drink a lot of tea, and also it's a nice box to put tea bags in it. So it did cost 1,000 yen, so about 5.5 euros for 6 tea bags. I thought it was quite worth it, and the design is so cute, but I knew I had to get. And then here is the t-shirt that I got in Kyoto. Again, it was on the same street as my fragrance shop. We did all of our last minute shopping in Kyoto there actually. So I decided to get this t-shirt because it's with the famous, I think it's a temple of a shrine. It's Kiyomizu-dera, something like that. I'm not good with names, so I'll write it down. And with the Shiba Inu, which I absolutely love that dog, so I thought it was a really cute t-shirt to get. So when we went to Wikabashi Street, we also wanted to buy some ceramic items, and so I spotted these 2 absolutely beautiful bowls. Let me show you, with a small kind of like sakura tree and birds. So I got the blue one, and that's how it looks inside. I actually forgot to show you. And I got this one, the pink version, for my sister. So it cost 1000 yen. So actually Kyobashi Street, I had really mixed feelings about it because I thought that you would have way more ceramic stores, and I don't know if most things were sold out, but it didn't feel like you had a lot of options. One store where you had a bit more option was quite expensive, and that's where you also had the chopstick holders, but the ones I saw were just so either basic or unrelated to Japan that I didn't really know what to pick, so I ended up not picking anything. And then when we walked with my mom, I realized that you didn't have that many ceramic shops. You did have like shops for knives, pots and stuff, but not so many where you could find, I don't know, a teacup set or anything. So I was really happy to find these ones because I looked for them everywhere for something of that style, and it was so hard to find. So I'm really happy with these two bowls. And then I got one more bowl from that store. Here is the bowl that I got. Like, it's so pretty. It's really shiny and sparkly, and it's with this famous crane origami and sakura. So I was eyeing on it while I was buying the other two, and then I was like, you know what, I don't know when I'll be in Japan next. I don't know if this bowl will still be there, so let's get it because it's also only 1000. So pretty much all the bowls I bought them for around 16 to 17 euros. So honestly, it was clutch. And now moving on to some items I got at shrines and temples. I did already mention some things. For example, I got at Inari, but I wanted to mention a bit more. So when you go to some temples and shrines, sometimes they have kind of like divine animals and like messengers, such as Gotokuji temple. You have a cat, which is the lucky cat, the birthplace of the lucky cat. For example, at Nara you had there. At Okazaki shrine was the rabbit. And so sometimes when you buy the smaller statues, you get a fortune. So in the case of Gotokuji, you had to buy a fortune separately. So if you just want the statue, well, you can. So no worries there. But with the fortunes, usually if you get a bad one, you have to attach it to a special place. This way you leave the fortune there, you leave the bad luck there, and the kind of like deities and magical entities take care of that fortune. And so if you get a good fortune, honestly keep it. And that's why you have kind of like holes in here, and that's where you store it. That's where you get the fortune, that's where you store it as well. So this I got at the Okazaki shrine. You had an option that was white and pink. The pink one was so cute as well, and the fortune was either in Chinese or Japanese, I believe. It's so easy to translate in ChatGPT, so no worries there. Gotokuji, the fortune was also in Japanese, and that's the statue I got. This was 800 yen. This one I think is usually similar prices or maybe even cheaper, or around that, so between 500 to 1000 yen. So I got this one, so I'll put on my desk. And yeah, it was honestly so fun to pull out a fortune from these cute little statues. I got also their one, but it's still packed in some of my luggages, so I'll need to find it. But the deer was super cute. If I find it, I'll try to put a picture. And a good thing to know is that most of the time people say that they sell out really quickly because it's so cute. It's such a nice souvenir. It also has a deeper meaning with the fortune and stuff. But we went in February, in the middle of a month, and most of the time we went kind of like closer to noon. At least when we got to the shop, it was closer to noon, and you still had plenty of the smaller statues with fortune and stuff. So if you're going off season, I don't think you should worry as much. But definitely if you're going during high season, like a sakura season or the fall season, then you probably need to get there early if you want to get this sort of fortune. And here's the fox fortune that I got from Inari. I think the smaller shrine was called Akira, and yeah, super cute. This one was actually in English, so that was really nice. Honestly, while we were in Japan, they always try to make their best to assist foreigners and help them. So I feel like as long as you are polite and respectful, they'll always be happy to help. And I think it shows that even the fortunes, they start translating them in English, when honestly they don't even need to do that, because as a foreigner you can always take a picture and translate the fortune, honestly. And I think it shows that they're really taking that extra mile to be inclusive and like be inclusive with sharing the culture. So I thought it was a really nice touch. And then I already did talk about this bracelet that I got at the Imado shrine, the cat shrine in Asakusa, which is different from Gotokuji, because this Imado shrine is more about relationships and finding your love partner. And so I got this bracelet there with this sort of card and handwritten message, kind of like if I remember correctly, the translation is that the gods are watching over you. So I thought it was really nice, and you had so many different bracelets. So my mom, my sister and I, we got one, and here is just like charms, I think mentioning Imado shrine. So I'll definitely hang them in my room. Imado shrine was so nice. It's actually really small but really cute and cozy, and the people were super nice there the both times we went. So yeah, I highly recommend going there if you're in Asakusa. Here's to, I always like mispronounce, is omamori, I think. This kind of like sort of good luck and protection items. So I got these two at the Okazaki shrine, the rabbit shrine in Kyoto. So this one actually makes a sound, and it has a bell. That's the word. So usually whenever you were doing a prayer in the shrines, you had to ring a bell. This way the gods will hear you. And so that's why I think there is a bell on this one. I'll write down all the meanings somewhere here about this omamori. Oh my gosh, I hope I'm pronouncing it well. And that's the other one I got, the lucky charm. I think the main things in here were about kind of like happiness. This one I think was well-being. So happiness, well-being, and just like joy. So I thought that these were really, really cute. And here is what I got at Nara. This is for career advancement. So I really wanted to kind of like, I don't know, grow on YouTube, for a YouTube channel to grow with you guys and stuff. So I got this lucky charm. And then at the Imado shrine, so the cat shrine in Asakusa, I got this line, not this line, this edition, because they had other colors. As I said, colors really matter in their kind of like Shinto religion. And so I got the pink version, which was, I think, a limited edition for February, I believe. They had other colors. My sister got the yellow one. And so this is about finding kind of your life partner. So I really want to get this one. Here is another one that I forgot to show. It's one also from the Okazaki shrine, the rabbit shrine. Honestly, their lucky charms were so adorable and cute, but I couldn't resist getting 3. So I think this is also about finding a life partner or something like that, about, you know, kind of like attracting better relationships and stuff. And then another one that I cannot show because it's in my car, it's safety car transportation. So I got it at Sensoji Temple, and Sensoji Temple is super interesting because it's a mix of Buddhism with Shinto. So you have different shrines and temples dedicated to different kind of like entities and people. And so I got the safety car I got the safety car lucky charm because I don't like driving and I get a lot of anxiety, and so when I saw it I was like, that's definitely for me, and I want to kind of have this more peaceful energy whenever I'm driving. So again, it was kind of like beigey color with golden threads and I think a dragon, I believe. This concludes my shopping haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any questions about where I got some items, feel free to leave some comments. I'll try my best to help you find the shops, because as I said, sometimes it was a lot of like walking, seeing something, buying it, so it wasn't always items that I plan to buy, but I'll still try to do my best to give you a more exact location of where I got the items. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you in another one soon. Bye!